Hello everyone, welcome back. In this episode here, I'm gonna go over some things that I've read here. This is the that site that trades Mt. Gox accounts, and I just talked about this. This is so interesting, and looks like there is a market for it. Here's how does this all work? They kind of explain it. I've been reading through it, and it's interesting. Um, Seems a little complicated for me anyway, but anyone who wants to give this a try, they can. Um, I, this sounds so weird and complicated, but there it is. Frequently asked questions. I'll try to back up to another another site. So this is a verification process that you'll need. So if you're a legitimate trader and you want to trade outside of that Mt. Gox Bitcoin, you can. It's kind of interesting. Let me see. This is the site right here. Bitcoin Builder, trade real Bitcoin and Gox Bitcoin. So there's a sub-market now, which is kind of interesting. Kind of like what I was saying, but yeah, you can do it, and you can do it in the real world. This is how I would do it in the real world. I don't know. You might want to put an advertisement out that you're looking for Gox Bitcoins, and uh, basically. Basically, how it's done is um, I don't know how you can do this, but I guess you can sell your account, and you would have to give up your password, um, and or delink any authentication, and then whoever bought it would have to put in a new password and reset the two-factor authentication, or one of those key uh, one-time password authentication, and there it's taken over. At any time, you could probably see if at any point in time in the future, if you can, if Mt. Gox ever reopens or allows withdrawals again, you can make an attempt to resell it to the original owner, since his verification is probably on that that account. So that could be another play you could do on a trade. Another thing is, once they allow bitcoins to flow, you could just send it wherever you want to send it, and there it is. No one's really realized money. Um, Another thing you can do is, during that time, I don't know if they allow, but during that time you may be able to send it to yourself at the Mt. Gox account. So that's another way. Um, I haven't had anybody approach me, but maybe by this time you see all this video, you're not gonna this market's not gonna exist anymore. But but if it does, I mean, it's another sub-market, that's for sure. And the risk is you may never get out of it. But the reward is, if it comes through, man, you're set. That's the risk. And it says that. It says in their frequently asked questions here, right there. So take a look at it. I would do it a different way on a private transaction side. Because you do have to register, because this is a business service. Me as an investor, I mean, some of those rules don't apply to me directly, because I'll probably be working directly with the person, or through maybe another escrow service, or actually just uh, another blind transaction again, where we just simply just agree, and based on solely on trust, that someone willingly uh, you know go through this transaction. So there's that too, and that's what I've been doing so far with everything. Um, like I said, if you're in this game, you gotta have trust. That's how you make your money. Um, You're not selling nothing else except an idea and a trust. So, anyways, there's something else that you're selling as well, and I'll talk about that later. And it's a good debate to talk about on, and I'll bring it up on another episode. I don't want to bring it into this, but I do want to talk about it because I was talking about some kind of market for that, and the potential to make a huge gain because I'll, I mean I'm getting more bitcoins than I ever had at Mt. Gox than I do right now, and I still have money left over. It's amazing. It's kind of like a weird feeling, like you're in an upside down world. So that's the price, and it is falling. And this is let me back up here to a 1 day. Let me see if it's 1 day. Okay. So what you're seeing here is a computer scenario of excuse me, I got something on my tongue. This is a computer scenario of what can happen when everyone is agreeing to mutual annihilation. All right. So this is the nuclear bomb that I was talking about. So thank goodness this was just a computer simulation here. Now, if I was to compare this to the real world that we live in, okay, this is a possibility because people can take bitcoins out into the real world and do something with it. So in this computer scenario here, you're seeing mutual annihilation, and then the ones that kind of prepare themselves for this, well, they're going to come out hopefully surviving, right? So this is in this particular game, mutual annihilation here, you got a zero-sum game where you are just literally gaining off of each other. All right. So this is a scenario, and you'll see the scenario in stock markets too. It's a zero-sum game. You are literally taking from others to get to this point, and it's just mutual annihilation. And you just have to the people who prepare themselves, they'll survive through it, unfortunately. So interesting computer scenario, isn't it? So let's see some other possibilities of scenarios going on here. Here you go. Here's Bitsy, and looks like when I see Bitsy and I see Mt. Gox, I see the mutual annihilation, then I see the recovery. They realize, whoa, hey. Again, I'm speculating. I'm just looking at a chart, but wow. So at least they've come to their senses on this particular exchange, and maybe taking a very softer ride down. Okay. And then let's see, Bitstamp, and let's go to the daily. So Bitstamp's pretty stable, considering nothing drastic. Bitstamp may be the most stable of them all, but a little volatile here at the end. Remember, this is a daily, so you're looking at 5, 6, 7, at least the $200 moves here, 200 to about $80 right here. So it's not too bad. You can trade off of this. It just doesn't move like how it used to with the compared to the other. Compared to what Mt. Gox was, but it's but in relative terms, Mt. Gox is still moving pretty volatile. So traders gotta love the volatility. You live by it and you die by it. But anyways, I'll end it off on Mt. Gox. But I hope you got a better idea of I guess how Bitcoin can be a simulation of how things can turn out in the real world. So just keep that in mind when you look at Mt. Gox, and hopefully they'll recover. But in either case, I'll still trade because I like to see what it's going to be like if I can survive this by just trading on zero sum trade, I think they call it. Concept is basically you're cannibalizing each other to the point that only one person or very few people have the most bitcoins. So this is this is welcome to Mt. Gox. Anyways, happy trading, everybody, and if you want out of Mt. Gox, I am available. I'll definitely discuss it with you. I'll see what I can do. I do have an account here, so I can get you out, or if people want to come in, I mean, I'll trade people's accounts. So, until I get a reply saying otherwise, that this is not right or illegal in any way, I mean, I am an individual investor here, so I think I think I can do that if I work it out with the owner. Maybe I'll need something in writing, but you can still have a market in this thing. So that's how crazy Bitcoin is. And look at this market; it's actually way cheaper. You just have to hope that this stuff comes out of cold storage or no storage or whatever. But there you go. Anyways, I think I talked long enough. Feel free to like, dislike, comment, or even do a video response. Anyways, until next time, let me end it off here on the Bitcoin Builder. This is interesting. Anybody wants to do a video on this? I'm not going to do it because I actually think I can do a lot better going it out as an individual investor. Being an individual investor gives you some flexibility, and you can capitalize on pretty good opportunities here. So I might start putting an ad out. Those guys were from Australia. So one guy came from Australia, the other guy came from the UK. I think two of them maybe came from the UK. I might start putting some ads out there, and maybe I can start doing some business. I'm opening up to other, international trading ideas, and so I think I have a good idea of how I can make this work. So, anyways, I guess that's it, and stay tuned for the next episode. Bye.